Hello everyone and welcome to this video. I'm MINX Laura123 and this is going to be a book haul. I've got some new books and in this video I'm going to show you them and tell you a bit about them. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share, subscribe and smash that notification bell. Then you can see when I've uploaded new videos, also when I'm doing live streams. Now, the day today is World Book Day. So happy World Book Day to all of my viewers, especially my bookworm buddies who watch my channel. It's so cool, isn't it? World Book Day. To be fair, every day is book day for me, and if you're a bookworm as well, you'd be like, yeah, me too. But yeah, happy World Book Day. So yeah, I've got some new books. There's not loads, just a little haul, but I've got some books that I have been waiting for like ages and ages. I'm mega excited. So yeah, as they say, without further ado, let's get started. Why do all YouTubers say that? Without further ado, let's get into this. Anyway, I'm doing it as well. So the glasses are going on. Means business when I put my glasses on. So deep breaths. I am very excited because I have this in my hands. Did you like that? So this is the brand new Mortal Instruments book. It's by, of course, the one, the only Cassandra Clare, who is, without a doubt, my favourite author. I have read every single book in the whole series. I love the series so much. The books feel like just part of my life now, and the characters, like my family, my friends. That sounds really weird, but it's how I feel. Like, I've read so many books about them that you kind of get to know the characters over such a long period of time. So yeah, this is the brand new one. I can't believe I've got it. Obviously we're in lockdown here in the UK, and normally on the day that a Mortal Instruments book comes out, I'll go to Waterstones and I'll be there as it opens. It's really sad but true, and I'll get the book, but yeah, Waterstones is closed at the moment, so I had to get it online, which was fine. But it did turn up like a couple of days late, and I was like, no, where is it? So yeah, that's sad, but at least I've got it. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so it's called Chains of Iron, and it's book 2, The Last Hours. I mean, look at this cover. It is absolutely stunning. To be fair, I've loved all of the Mortal Instrument book covers. Like, I think they're all really beautiful artwork and stuff. So this is the collector's first edition. Oh yeah, baby. And yeah, I mean, look at all these books in the series. I have read all of them, literally. I love them all. So yeah, I'm not going to go into this about what it's about, because obviously, I don't want to give any spoilers away and stuff like that. But let's just say it's going to be amazing. It's Cassandra Clare. It's Mortal Instruments. Shadowhunter world. I could kiss it. I'm not going to kiss it because that would be really weird, but I could because I love them. I keep them all, by the way. I put them all on the bookcase downstairs in the front rooms. They've all got their, place together. So yeah, that's the first book I wanted to show you. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are also a Mortal Instruments fan. So, and also who your favourite character is from the whole, world. I'd probably have to say, I don't know. Magnus. It's gonna be Magnus because he's just so cool and magical, flamboyant, fun, and yeah, I just really like Magnus. But they're all really great characters. Anyway, the next book I'm really excited about is this one here. Woohoo! So this is Bridge of Souls, and it is by the one, the only Victoria Schwab. So basically, whenever people ask me my favourite authors, 2 of them I always say are Cassandra Clare and Victoria Schwab. So this month, the month of March, both of these, authors release new books. So I'm really happy about that. Loving this cover. Look at that. It's really spooky, like the black and red. And it's just got that kind of spooky vibe. So this is a series. I've read the other 2. So the first one was called City of Ghosts and the second one was called Tunnel of Bones. And basically it's about this girl called Cassidy Blake. And I don't want to give spoilers away because it might say about other books, like the other two in the series. So it's really difficult, actually. But basically, her parents are, without giving too much away, her parents are ghost hunters, like ghost, hunting investigators. And she has a friend who's a ghost who, kind of follows her around and stuff. And she goes on these like adventures with her parents and ends up in like all this kind of drama and trouble, and spooky stuff happens. And yeah, I really enjoy this series. And Victoria Schwab, without a doubt, is, as I say, one of my favourite authors. I love her books. And she's just amazing. Like, seriously, she's so talented. So I'm very excited about reading another Victoria Schwab book. And of course, it's to do with all the paranormal, big paranormal fan. I'm really into, like, spooky stuff. So actually, talking about spooky stuff, I'm filming this video in our upstairs hallway, and this is quite a haunted kind of area. This is how, where a lot of activity of the paranormal nature takes place in this hallway, footsteps and things moving, etc. So if you see anything behind me, let me know, okay, in the comment section. I keep looking just now and again. I'm just like, is there something going to be walking along behind me? But anyway, so that's that. So the next book I want to show you is actually a gift from my mum. Now, I got my reading obsession from my dad, so thank you, Daddy. He used to take me to the library and stuff when I was a little girl and all that. So he got me into reading. However, my mum never liked reading. She just doesn't do books, which is a shame because there's so many books that I know she would really enjoy, like the story and stuff. But she's like, nah, don't read books. So, you can't force people, can you? Some people like reading, some don't. That's simples, right? But yeah, so basically she was out shopping and she treated me to this book, and she paid like 10p for this. I can't remember where she got it from. It was like either Home Bargains or Factory Shop, or I don't know. And I was like, it's not really my cup of tea. I don't really read books like this, but I kind of feel a bit awkward, And bless her, she keeps asking me, have you read that book yet? Have you read that book yet? I'm like, not yet. But to be fair, you know what? I'm going to go out of my comfort zone, and I am going to read it. Whether it be this month or next month, I don't know. But I am going to read it. I still can't believe she got a book for like 10p. So it's quite funny. It's called Spa Wars, and it's by Chris Manby. This just not is, not my kind of genre, to be fair. It's very kind of like girly fiction. I don't tend to really read that much of that kind of genre, but I'm going to give it a go. So it says, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the salon. I will read to you what it's about because it made me laugh. I mean, she actually thought I would read something like, she thought this was my type of book. So she clearly doesn't know what I'm into, like when it comes to books, but I suppose she wouldn't. Okay, so it says, the day Emily Brown opens her very own beauty salon, she couldn't be happier. This has been her dream ever since she was a little girl, and she's even more pleased when her business starts to take off, especially after a celebrity endorsement from reality TV star Karina Lees. But even with the Z-list, I sound American there, Z-list celebs ball, things start to go mysteriously wrong, and it soon becomes clear that someone's got it in for her. Oh no! Are Karina's favours as false as her hair extensions? The search for the truth will lead to all-out spa wars. It's going to be a war in the spa. I love the way she's like trying to look really like scary but glamorous at the same time, holding a hairdryer. It's just so weird. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go because it does sound quite funny and just really random. So thanks, Mum. It's not exactly demons and vampires, but, I'll give it a go. Okay, so the next book is something very different for me. I do like to read books, as I say, that, are kind of, different. I don't like reading all the same kind of genre. I do like a bit of this, a bit of that. I think it keeps reading interesting. And that's just my personal view. Like, I know some people only read this or only read that, and that's cool. Like, read what you want. But for me, I like to mix and match and read lots of genres. But this one here is something that I would just never normally, I don't know, just look at, think of reading or anything. But here's what it is, right? I was in the post office posting some eBay parcels. This is really boring story, sorry. And I just happened to walk past like the display, the book table display of books, and it featured this book here. It was all this book. They were piled up, they were laying down. It's like a whole display of it. And apparently that this is like a really famous author. So if you are watching and you're like a proper like book person and you're looking at me now thinking, how have you not heard of that author? I'm sorry, I haven't heard of them. Okay, okay. But this, yeah, I don't even know if it's a man or a woman. I don't know, but it's called. They're called Kazu Ishiguro. Is that it? Kazu Ishiguro. Anyway, it's there, right? So I don't know anything about this author, but I do know they're obviously quite good because they're the winner of the Nobel Prize of Literature. You got to be pretty good to win that, right? You know. And it's called Clara and the Sun. So yeah, I was standing there, I saw this display anyway. I looked up Goodreads there and then and kind of saw what people were saying, and it was getting amazing reviews, like seriously. Unlike Star Wars, which when I looked on Goodreads, it was like really bad. People were saying it's like the worst book they'd ever read. But this one, yeah, it was like really, you know, kind of sought after book. And anyway, so I picked it up, had a little look what it's about, and it just sounds really interesting. So I'll quickly tell you what it's about. It says, from her place in the store, Clara, an artificial friend with outstanding observational qualities, watches carefully the behaviour of those who come to browse and of those who pass in the street outside. She remains hopeful a customer will soon choose her, but when the possibility emerges that her circumstances may change forever, Clara is warned not to invest too much in the promises of humans. So I just thought, you know what, that sounds really interesting and really like cool. And I'm fascinated by like AI and stuff like that. I used to watch the show Humans, if anyone's heard of that. I used to watch that years ago, and that was really interesting. So yeah. And also, if you go on the Waterstones website, they're really highlighting this book, like it's all over their front page and stuff. So something different for me. We'll see how it goes. Next book, can't tell you much about. Sorry, I keep saying that, but it is the second in a duology. So if you've not read number one, Enchanté, you're going to be kind of ruined if I tell you what happens at the back of this one. So, but this is number two in the series. Enchanté was by far one of my favourite books I'd read ever. I absolutely loved it. It was so majestic and magical and just really interesting. I love the characters and the bonds, and I just loved it. So this is number two, Everything That Burns by Gita Trellis. I think that's how you say it. Lovely cover. But yeah, I don't want to say anymore because it would just ruin it. But that's number two, so I'm looking forward to find out what happens. Really quickly, I'm going to show you a book that is going to be my chosen book of the month from Nathan. So Nathan's my fiance, and we've got this thing now that basically once a month he'll look at my bookcases and select me a book to read. So like a random read from him. And he's chose Troll by D.B. Thorne. So I thought I'd just quickly show you this. This is a thriller about a guy who's kind of lost touch with his daughter, and then he reunites with his daughter to find out that she's been like really badly trolled online and stuff. But the trolling isn't just happening online, it's also starting to come into real life. So there's obviously some horrible person after her, and he kind of steps in. So yeah, he chose quite a good one there. I like that. It makes it all kind of, you know, mysterious. What book is he gonna choose? Well, I've got another few books here to show you. These ones I actually got from Poundland, and if you ever go in Poundland, it's worth a little look. And I'll be honest, they are kind of for younger people, and I'm old at 41. However, I don't care. You can read whatever you like. Doesn't matter what age you are. But yeah, it's basically Wonder Park, the movie novel, which I've never seen the film, but it looks super cute. And maybe after I've read the book, I might want to, you know, watch the film. Just a little quick read. You know, I think there's some like pictures inside and stuff. Yeah, it's about a girl called June. It's an amusement park called Wonderland. June doesn't feel like building anything anymore. Then she stumbles across the real Wonderland, which has somehow come to life. Now June's amusement park needs her help. I think it sounds fun, and as I say, I will watch the film if I like that little story. This one I picked up is from Holly Black, who is an amazing author. I love Holly Black's books. This one is called Heart of the Moors, and it's like an original, like little novel, like a little original story from Maleficent. I can never say that. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. I've been called that probably, Mistress of Evil in my time, but yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool for £1. You know, nice little kind of, you know, story. And this is the same kind of thing. So this is from Disney's Aladdin, and it's an original tale called Far from Agrabah. Is that how you say it? Agrabah. Loving that cover as well. On the back, it says, one magic carpet ride to a mysterious land One Unforgettable Adventure, and it's by Aisha Said. So I thought, I love Aladdin, especially the last one I saw was with the, you know, the Will Smith as the genie and stuff. I love that film so much. So yeah, it's just a little kind of, these are just quick reads. I'd have these done in a few hours really, if that. So yeah, that was cute. For £1, bargain. Now, the next books I'm going to show you, I've already read. I'm not going to lie, but I wanted to show you them because I don't think I've shown them in any sort of previous book haul video, so I just wanted to kind of show you them quickly. I know I featured these in my reading wrap-up video. If you have seen that, yay. If you haven't, go and check it out. It's only put it on a few days ago, my February reading wrap-up video. But anyway, I just wanted to show you because I got these on eBay, and I wanted to say to people, like, obviously, especially if you're in the UK and stuff, if you can't get out to bookshops and stuff, like, and you want cheap secondhand books, look on eBay. Like, you can get some good bargain books on eBay. I think I paid like £2 for this one and £3 for that one. Free postage. Look, they're not in the perfect condition, but they're okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with them or anything. They're just a bit kind of old, you know. I mean, this one I found really interesting because originally it's from a library. It's been withdrawn from a library, and it's the St. Charles Public Library in Illinois in the States. So I know maybe I'm a bit of a geek here, but I think that's pretty cool that it's come all the way from America and just like ended up here in England and that. So basically they're both by Courtney Summers, and as I said in my reading wrap up, I love Courtney Summers' books. She's such an amazing author. If you like books with a bit of a kind of like sassy characters, like raw, gritty, emotional, hard-hitting kind of stories, I would definitely check out Courtney Summers. Her most famous book you probably know her for is Sadie. That was quite a big kind of bestseller, everyone went mad for. Cracked Up to Be was good as well. But she is really good. Her newest book, by the way, is called The Project, which I also have read, and I featured in my last book haul. That was so good. Like, seriously, it was so good. But yeah, I picked these up on eBay. This one is called Fall for Anything, and this one is called Some Girls Are. And honestly, I can honestly say they are just so good. This one is about a girl called Eddie. And basically her father commits suicide, but she just can't believe that it's suicide. She's like, look, my dad was an artist. He was happy. He was popular. Like, you know, he had me and his mum. Like, why? Anyway, so basically she thinks he's been murdered. But so she sets out on this kind of mission to find out what really happened. Was he murdered? Blah, blah, blah. And she meets up with this young guy who was his student, like an art student who worked with him. And they kind of go on this mission to find out what happened. So I'm not going to say any more, no spoilers, but it was very good. Really, really well wrote. Such a good author. And this one, Some Girls Are, this was really good. This was about a girl called Regina, who's the kind of character you shouldn't like, but I kind of did. I didn't like the stuff she'd done, but I kind of liked her and understood why she was the way she was. But anyway, this basically, she is in high school. She was in a really popular girl kind of gang, like a girl group, and they were like, you know, the fearsome five, you know, and they used to go around like bullying people, being horrible and stuff. And then rumours come out about her going with one of the friends' boyfriends, which she didn't. However, none of them really believe her, and they kind of push her out of the group, and she goes from being like really popular and stuff to being bullied, really, really bad bullied, and just kind of, you know, there's some other stuff that I won't go into now, but she goes through some other stuff, which is really hard to read, actually. But yeah, so that happens. And then she also meets this guy who, for years, she was kind of bullied when she was in the girl group. And he's a bit of a kind of loner. They end up becoming friends and having maybe a little bit more than friendship. You'll have to read and find out. But it's just really interesting. There are some, as I say, hard moments to read about that are quite, like, you know, emotionally draining. But it's very well wrote, and the outcome is very good as well. It's good, interesting sort of ending to the story. Anyway, so check out Courtney Summers is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so another book that I want to show you is this one here. And this is by Catherine Barter, who wrote Troublemakers, which I have on my bookcase in the spare room, but I haven't read it yet. So anyway, she wrote Troublemakers. And this is a story about the Fox sisters. So spirit mediums, very famous, you know. I can't wait to like watch some documentaries about like them and their lives and stuff. I've always been like quite fascinated by them. And basically they were these three young ladies when they first started who could say they could communicate with spirit, and they were actually the kind of first people who made spiritualism a big thing all around the world. Really, it becomes so. Yeah, it's fascinating, and they were found out to be frauds, but apparently, you know, some of the stuff kind of was faked. But some of the stuff, you know, they truly said that did happen, and they were communicating with the dead and all that. Anyway, so this story is about these three sisters, and it says Maggie has been accused of a terrible crime, but only her younger sister Kate believes her version of events. Now banished to a lonely, freezing home in upstate New York, Maggie and Kate are bored and restless, so they begin to make mischief in the night to startle their parents. But the house seems to be waking up, and whatever haunts it has messages for these sisters. Maggie sees her chance to finally be believed, but not all ghosts want to play fair. This is inspired by the true tale of the Fox sisters, the girls who claim to speak with the spirits of the dead. Actually, I'm keeping talking about spooky stuff while I'm sitting in this blooming hallway. It's really spooky. So there we go. I've got one more book which I do want to show you, and it's called American Dirt. I can't remember if I showed this in my last book haul. I don't know, but it's by Janine Cummins. It's called American Dirt. It's a big bestseller, and as I say, I got it in WH Smith because it was like half price. I was like, oh, that's a result. This sounds really interesting as well, about a character called Lydia. She owns a bookshop. Hey, bookshop in Acapulco. She's married to a fearless journalist called Luca. They've got a young son, and it says it only takes a bullet to rip them apart. In a city in the grip of the drug cartel, friends become enemies overnight, and she has to choose to flee with Luca at her side, north for the border, whatever it takes to stay alive. It says here the journey is dangerous, not only for them, but for those they encounter along the way. Who can be trusted? You know, what sacrifices are made? But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this book, and now I finally have it, so I'm quite happy about that. Anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what new books you have, you know, got, or if there's any new books coming out that you're interested in soon. There's a book that's coming out at the end of the month, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is, but I know I want to read it. But I don't know, I can't remember. It's part of a series, so anyway. But the one I'm most excited about is obviously the new Mortal Instruments book, and also, of course, Victoria Schwab. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please click like, comment, share, subscribe, smash the bell. And don't forget, check out my other YouTube channel, which is MINX Laura 123 ASMR. Links down below in the description box. And also, I do have a book club, a virtual online book club. And basically, yeah, come and join it. We talk about books. We have like book of the month and things like that. So please come and join. It's on Goodreads app, and it's called the MINX Book Club. Links down below to that. All my social media links down below as well if you want to come and follow me. I do follow people back. And yeah, happy reading and happy World Book Day. Woohoo! Hopefully there's no ghosts behind me during this filming. Remember, if you've seen anything, let me know. All right, everyone. Take care of yourselves and happy reading. Bye, bye.